So as you guys probably already saw, Ndamakong Suh got signed to a $9 million 1 year kind of prove it deal again um, with the Bucs. They cut Gerald McCoy. Been there 9 years, going on a decade with the Bucs, and he's probably the best defensive player since Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice. You turn your back on a guy that's roughly the same age as Ndamakong Suh that's never really had any problem. Which I don't really understand. I don't really understand why you say you're undergoing all this locker room change. And then you bring in somebody like Ndamakong Suh, who the Rams don't even want. And they're clearly willing to pay anybody to keep the lead. Watch Peters. Anybody, they'll pay them for a longer time, but not Ndamakong Suh. That would throw up a red flag to me as a Bucs fan. I'm not. I'm a Ravens fan personally. And the mass exodus of all our players this year really has me picking up, Hollywood Brown. So I guess my problem with this is I don't feel like there's that large of a talent gap between Ndamakong Suh and Gerald McCoy, and I definitely don't. For $3 million in cap space, I can't cut Gerald McCoy. He's been there for almost a decade and bring in Ndamakong Suh. I mean, it's not much going to matter because their defense is going to be terrible anyway. But a lot like Terrell Suggs in Baltimore. Terrell Suggs, other than Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, were my favorite players and Jonathan Ogg of all time. And then you just let him walk with the Cardinals. There's probably not bad blood between Terrell and the Ravens, like there will be with Gerald McCoy and the Bucs. Which is sad, because I like Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy has been consistent and has been billed like he was when he was drafted. I think Bruce Arians said maybe he wasn't as disruptive as he was a few years ago, but who is it 30 years ago? What interior defensive lineman? Damon Harrison? Who else? And I'm not hurt if Bruce Arians is gonna leave him in a 3-4 like they were last year. I think they were in a 3-4 last year. And then they let Quan Alexander go and get Devin White, which I like. I would like to see them keep Quan Alexander, but I know it's a big payday that they didn't want to do. I guess my big problem with all this is, why does no team want to pay the franchise stars anymore? These guys that have been around and got drafted, in 2005, 2008, they're still the same franchises. It's kind of sad when guys like Matthew Stafford are getting shot in Detroit. Sorry, Lions fans. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I'm not huge on Matt Stafford, and I feel like he probably got more chances than he should have. Maybe with some defense in Detroit, and probably no run game still. But the Bucs were cap strapped, which they have been since forever. So I don't really see why cutting the biggest franchise superstar you've had for, there again, since the Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Rondé Barber, so on and so forth days. Forgetting Rice, I bombed up. It's killing me. It was so good. Derek Brooks. The Derek Brooks guys. And I can't figure out for the life of me why you would cut a guy like Gerald McCoy and bring in somebody. And I know Ndamakong Suh's trying to help his the way people view him in the league. I can respect that. That's great. I think he's a great player when he wants to be. He didn't used to want to be very often. he was extremely dominant. Tried. He just didn't try a whole lot. He didn't try a whole lot, and he got in constant fights and got ejected and suspensions, and you've all seen the stomping. So, I guess I can't really see why you would bring in a guy like that. And I'm not saying anything bad about him. I don't want to. I want to believe he'll be great, but I feel bad for Gerald McCoy. I feel bad for Gerald McCoy because he's been the stable piece in Tampa Bay for almost 10 years. And now these fans are going to have to move on to somebody else. And I know that's bad. I know that sucks. And I feel for you guys. I don't know what they're going to do with Vita Vea and Ndamakong Suh. I guess if I feel like anything, the Bucs should have found a way to maybe get him to take a pay cut, or ditch some more of these other useless salaries we've got laying around. I mean, they've got a few. I mean, at this point, they could have traded Cameron Brate. You know, the guy makes like $4 million a year. That would have been enough cap space. It would have been the same amount of cap space, and you could have kept Gerald McCoy and signed Devin White. And you've never had a problem. You didn't have to worry about Ndamakong Suh coming in and maybe not get along with some of these guys, because you know Gerald McCoy is a man. And I've always liked him personally. But I don't know. They've got OJ Howard at tight end, so they didn't even need Cameron Brate. Like, there's so many guys you could have cut instead. I can't see more value in some of the other huge contracts that they've got on the books right now that are guys that probably wouldn't even be backups in the league in a lot of places. I mean, now you've got a past his prime JPP. I love JPP, but Jason Pierre-Paul is 29, 30. He's missing one hand, and now he's broke his neck. I think he broke his vertebrae in his neck, something like that. So I can't understand what exactly the Bucs are going for here, especially with Jameis Winston still, you guys, quarterback. That's a conversation for another day. But I don't know. If I was a Bucs fan, it would hurt my feelings. It would kind of shake my fandom a little bit for the Bucs if they were to cut Gerald McCoy. And I know that kind of feels a little bit indifferent coming from a guy I love, the bench Joe Flacco, and traded him for something. But not even being a Bucs fan, I think I like Gerald McCoy more than I do Joe Flacco. I can't make any sense of it. There's a lot of really weird free agency stuff going on this year that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. A lot of good players are getting really low contracts, and a lot of not great players are getting paid. And it's odd. I can remember a few years like this. I mean, obviously, like the Albert Hainsworth thing comes to mind. But there's not really been a year of like multiple terrible free agent contracts. But this year has the opportunity to have several not good looking contracts after this year is up if these guys won't perform. I can't help but feel like Ndamakong Suh, at the end of the 2020 season, or the 2019 season, I guess. I feel like the 1920 season, I feel like if you put on paper Gerald McCoy's numbers up next to Ndamakong Suh, that there's not going to be a large difference there at all. Probably both like 5, 6, maybe probably not double-digit sacks anymore, if we're being honest. You know, high single digits, maybe 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. Especially from an interior spot with no edge help. I mean, JPP's not going to be there for a while, and even when he does come back, he's not going to be 100% obviously. So you have no edge help, you have no help at all that Gerald McCoy has had to deal with for the last 10 years. And I understand they've had some other guys, and they had Vita Vea, and they still do. And he's good. I still think he's more of a nose tackle and would do better in that sort of like almost a Grady Jarrett role. I feel like is where he needs to be. And he has a lot of potential. But he's not been there for 10 seasons. He's not been there when they were terrible. And the only guy that was really rooting for the Bucs. I like guys like that in the NFL. My wife just recently started pulling for the Giants. And I used to really like guys like Antonio Pierce, who never really got a whole lot of media attention. Sports Center, you never saw his highlights very much. He was really good. Really good. Quietly good. I like guys that are quietly good and love the team that they play for. Love that. I'd rather have loyalty on a football team above anything else. I'd rather have a group of loyal guys than talented guys. You'll win more games that way. But anyway, I guess that's just me vamping about the Bucs cutting Gerald McCoy even after they said they wouldn't, and then they did, and then they paid Ndamakong Suh very similar money, slightly less, but very similar money. It's about a $4 million difference. Gerald McCoy is set to make about $14 million this year, I think, depending on the stipulations he had on his contract. Ndamakong Suh is pretty much guaranteed 9.5 up to maybe 10, depending on how he goes. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. But, you know, we'll see. It'll work out. I like Gerald McCoy. I wish the best for him. I really do. And Ndamakong Suh. I mean, I don't wish him any ill will. I just feel like when you've got guys that have been in a scheme or a situation in a team for so long, and they've been so positive and not really hurt, though, not like a Martavis Bryant. Like they just don't really care. God forbid Jamarcus Russell just come in and not do anything. But you've got guys that come in and they're just warriors, and they get drafted high, and they still put the work in and bust it out, and they turn out the numbers they're, you know, pretty well expected to turn out. And Gerald McCoy's, I can never really remember any off-field stuff for Gerald McCoy. Ndamakong Suh, I can. A lot. That's all I'm saying. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not a fan. The Bucs lost pretty much the only guy that I liked on their entire roster. So I feel like they need to go the way of the Dolphins a few years ago and just cut them off, start over again, culture change, new coaching, new general managers, everything. Just strip it down. You're not like, let's be real. Are the Bucs gonna win? Are they even gonna go 8-8? Like they're gonna be lucky to go 8. Lucky to go 8.